This video is for Tisa Tells. I'm just going to play you about 2 minutes of you talking. And seriously, listen to yourself and then listen to what I'm about to tell you. There's a reason YouTube allows you to get big views in the algorithm, because you are contributing to the psychological operation that is the takedown of Diddy, which is not done because of the people. It's done because he was protected until this very specific age, which is very specific to the Illuminati and the Jesuits. There's a reason R. Kelly was taken down at 54, and same with Diddy, which I predicted well before he turned 54. I predicted it the day Clarence Avant died, 54 years after creating his record label, and all the media syndicated the photo of him with Diddy. I said, watch, Diddy's going to get it at 54 next, just like R. Kelly. And he's got the same Jesuit prosecutor up his ass that R. Kelly did. But listen to yourself, and then I'm going to clue you into reality. And it's a damn shame, that my channel's been destroyed, and there's a reason why. It's because we're on top of these people, and people like you are George Orwellian characters speaking in exact opposites. It's an in-service to humanity, what you're doing. Tisa Tells. Listen to this. You're wrong, and I'm going to show you that you're wrong, undeniably.
For charges to happen in the recent history. And keep in mind, they moved in early. Something happened Monday. They moved in early, and this investigation is ongoing. More charges are coming.
Here's what happened. A Monday's a moon day. The moon's on a 19-year cycle. He started abusing Cassie when she was 19, and now it's 19 years later because she just turned 38 in August. Okay? The cabal works in 19-year cycles. That's why there were 19 hijackers, supposedly on 9/11, a lie, and then 19 years later it was COVID-19. And on and on and on. Thomas Jefferson said to preserve rights and liberties, you have to revolt against the powers that shouldn't be every 19 years, because he knows who they are and how they work in this 19-year cycle on a Monday, moon day. Then you learn gematria and you realize Cassie equals 106 like Frank Lucas, and you realize why Diddy got it on the day leaving 106 days left in the year. September 16th, a Monday, like 106 in Park when black equals 106. It's all ritualism.
I still stand by the charges I said that he's going to get. Diddy is done. Diddy is cooked, and anybody thought that he was getting out of it or it was all cap or all this stuff. I hope this lets you guys know, not y'all, but the people in the back. And I say this all the time, and let me just end this with this. The universe bends to the arc of righteousness, bends to the arc of the good. It always does. The J curve, everything. It always is darkest.
I'm Hobby, and I got Botox Cosmetic.
Hold on,
there was
skip
a particular
the ads.
photograph, the lines.
It is something about our souls. It is something about the God within us. You guys, we have to stop being so cynical. I know what people say about the powers that be, but do you know what I know from reading history? These powers that be that everybody says control anything, they don't control anything. The minimum cannot control the masses without our consent.
Okay. The other day she was saying how this is just like the French Revolution, the American Revolution. Again, look into the day the American Revolution began in his storybook. It began on Ignatius Loyola Day, the founder of the Jesuits. The Illuminati was founded by the Jesuit, Adam Weishaupt. Where are the Jesuits from? They're from France. Okay? It goes on and on and on. These people have been instigating society to war against themselves, which has further enslaved humanity and brought about central banks all over the world, when the original bankers are the Templars who served the Catholic Church. And again, look at the Jesuit logo. It has the Templar cross right in it. People like this have no idea what they're talking about. Like I said, they're speaking in opposites, and they think they're saying something.
We bring about change. We bring everybody together. The majority brings about revolution. And we raise our voices and demand.
Don't get it twisted. People could bring about revolution, but instead, they're just following every carrot on a stick, like George Floyd, a major Jesuit psyop, as we've talked about so many times. Okay? And understand, the first Jesuit pope in the history of the church is Pope Francis. They've been killing so many celebrities in connection to 87 this year. In Gematria, the Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words, Puff Daddy equals 87. So does freak-offs. And of course, if you just saw the Attorney General, he said freak-offs about 87,000 times. Okay?
and something. They will give it to us, even if they throw us sacrificial lambs, because we screamed and demanded it, because they know that they don't give us what we asked for, we're going to come and take what we want. That is why they always try to trick us into thinking there's no point. The powerful.
Listen to what she's essentially saying. She's saying this is what the people wanted, to see Diddy go down. You know what? Sadly, there's an element of truth to that. People's wants are so low and so ridiculous and so meaningless. What humanity should want is freedom from tyranny. We are ruled over by tyrants who blew up the World Trade Centers and blamed it on dark-complected people and started needless wars and dropped bombs on people's heads. And for years, we looked at headlines of how we accidentally bombed this school and that hospital and this wedding, and nobody gave a shit. But then they care about Diddy going down. You know, who was on that? He had a Biggie on that song Juicy, blow up like the World Trade. You know, they just arrested Diddy in Manhattan on what would have been the 119th day of Biggie's age. Not to mention they raided Diddy's house on the anniversary of Life After Death coming out. And then they put out the audio or the beating tape of Cassie on 17/5. And today, or the arrest was 175 days after the raid on his house, like Flight 175 in the World Trade Centers when it blew up like the World Trade. You know what I mean? It's been all ritualism all these years. Tupac dead on the anniversary of Ready to Die. So people should be aware of what's really going on. Machiavelli album out on Guy Fawkes Day, the day the Jesuits tried to blow up British Parliament, with Tupac on the cross like Jesus when he died on Caesar Borgia's birthday, the son of a pope, who white Jesus comes from. You haven't been getting any justice? The word justice itself equals 87. That's part of the joke. Puff Daddy while the Pope's 87. People still don't get it.
Control anything. You might as well just sit there and take it. Nothing you do is going to change anything. Those are the lies they tell us. So we sit there and be complicit and don't do anything and take action. Diddy is being prosecuted because the masses, not the mainstream media, not TMZ, but the people on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook, gave a concerted yell and said, and Twitter, and said,
it literally has nothing to do with the people in the world why Diddy's going down. I want you to go back and look when Diddy was a nobody. That concert where 9 people got killed, December 28th, 91, Diddy's concert, that was 54 days after his birthday. Okay, Jesuit order equates to 54, like Bavaria, where the Illuminati was founded by a Jesuit. 54 days after Diddy's birthday was that blood sacrifice. And now when he's 54, just like Kelly, this happens. No, this doesn't have anything to do with social media and people like this.
Say no, bring that mofo to justice. And the U.S. attorney got involved, jumped in Lipstick Alley, jumped in the blog. So you not think these investigators weren't using the same thing that people on YouTube, TikTok, and everything else says? They jumped in there, they did whatever, and they found the proof they needed, interviewed the people.
Yeah, they found the proof they needed when they raided his house on the anniversary of, again, Life After Death coming out right after Biggie died. It's been all Jesuit ritualism all this time. The Society of Jesus, you know? But no, this lady literally has no idea what she's talking about. Talking in exact opposites, leading people astray, caught up in the psyop. Just moments ago, she was all like, oh, he had AR-15s. You can't see that's part of the psyop. They want to take away the First and Second Amendment. So judges have been doing all across this world, de-arming nations. So you definitely can't fight back against the tyranny. I mean, this is what humanity needed Diddy to go down. Oh my God, it's sad, you guys. When society falls, it'll be because people didn't listen to the right voices, like yours truly. Did this lady call why Diddy was going down at 54? Synced up with the murderer Clarence Avant and his wife? No, she didn't. Didn't have a clue. Still doesn't have a clue. Yours truly did. So why is the world tuning into this broad who doesn't have a clue, while my videos are down to a teeny tiny fraction of what they were a decade ago? See, they flush out the person who's a threat to the system, and they promote somebody like this that's just making us all stupider by the minute. Tisa Tells, you said a lot of shit in this stream that's so false. And I've seen you address some comments about like, no, we don't need to worry about the powers that be. That doesn't matter. Then it's the people. The people are a bunch of sheep getting led around by the powers that shouldn't be. And you're one of them. And so is everyone who thinks that this woman knows what the fuck she's talking about. Wake up for your own benefit.